morning. Saturday the 17th of May. Out for a long run. I've not done a long run really for the past couple of weeks. And I've missed it. So last weekend didn't do a long run because I was saving some strength for my kickboxing grading, which I got a new belt, a yellow belt. And then the weekend before we were doing the South Glen Shield Ridge walk, Ewan and I. Yeah, I really do miss it when I'm not out for an extended period. Now it's a recovery week, so volume's a bit less. Normally I'd be doing 32k, but today it's about 18. But it's a nice morning, a little bit misty to start with, but that's going to burn off soon. Right, let's get some miles done. As usual on these long runs, I don't really have any pace goals. What I've got are intensity goals. So I've been doing fairly well recently at managing intensity, and that means heart rate definitely below 140, ideally closer to 130. Yeah, and I did on Thursday morning, I did 15k. I managed to keep the heart rate exactly where it needed to be. So we'll see how we got on today. It's a little bit more elevation, but I will take my time. I picked up a bit of a slight knee injury when doing the South Glen Shield Ridge. I ran down to get the car and just running down 1,000 metres with quite a heavy backpack on. It just gave me a bit of a twinge in the knee, sort of different from my usual IT band pain in the outside of the knee. This was much more kind of in the joint, but it's been getting better day by day. But it's a sort of key thing for this recovery week is to let that rest, to go into a working week next week with it being a bit stronger. So yeah, just don't go mad today. And watching my pace makes me walk up steep inclines like this and not spike the heart rate. Oh. So I've got a few more interesting runs planned over the coming weeks. In 3 weeks' time, I'm going to run from where am I going to run from? Bridge of Orchy to Kinlochleven on the West Highland Way. I was going to do this sort of 3 weeks ago, right at the end of April, but I'd had food poisoning and just it wasn't the right thing to do. So that'll have been me run and wrecked the entire section of the West Highland Way that I'll be running on my 50th. And then a couple of weeks after that, the 22nd of June, I'm going to run a marathon distance, just locally, not a race, but just set myself a little goal of a midsummer marathon. Just to get, just to show myself that I can run these sorts of distances and just get used to spending that much time on feet. So that's going to be good. Looking forward to those. This is the water outlets from some of the coal mines around here. You can see sort of red in the water, and there's a slight gassy smell in the air. It's pretty remarkable how dry the weather has been recently, to then see how much water still to come out from underground. Just shows you how much is down there. Yeah, bit of a legacy of the area's recent industrial past. It goes down to some treatment ponds to settle out, so whew. Right, done with the run. So that's me 6.5k in. But this is why I think longer distance running is for me. It's not really until about this distance that I feel settled into the run, that my stride is kind of in the right place, my breathing's right. So maybe that's just a practice thing, but yeah, I don't really start to enjoy it till after 5k. Shaping up to be another beautiful day. The mist is all burning off. So, about halfway, doing really well, keeping the intensity where I want it to be. So heart rate's never really been close to 140. Yeah, pace is really not fast. Knees are doing fine. Only issues, I've got a bit tight calves, and I do suffer from that off and on. It's a problem I'd love to solve for, but a bit of stretching in them and everything's fine. So, a really enjoyable day to be out for a run. And what I really need to be doing though is this good pace management that I'm doing today. I need to be doing that better on my actual long runs, my 32k long runs. If I can do those with a lower intensity, then that's fine. And I normally manage 20-25k or something like that at my intended intensity. But it's really the sort of last sort of 5 to 7k where I'm tiring. I'll just kind of feel I've got to put the hammers down and push through it, and that pushes the heart rate up. So, but as I get fitter, that should become more possible. Pace will come in time. It's about 6k to go. Pretty happy with the effort levels. I could end up running a bit longer than what was in the plan, just to sort of underestimated the route. As part of this gentle pace, I've been doing an extended period of nose breathing. So it's supposed to be very good technique. I'm watching a Chase Mountains video on it. I'm recommending it. Obviously can't talk to the camera while doing that. So something I've been finding with trying nasal breathing is it is allowing me to regulate my heart rate. I think whether that's something inherently about I'm breathing deeper. So I typically do almost a 2-stage breath in. So not quite the 3-stage yogic breath, but a 2-stage breath. So whether that's something to do with it, whether it's that you can only breathe at a certain rate when breathing through your nose, as opposed to panting through your mouth, and therefore you've got to limit your pace accordingly. I don't know. but it seems to be helpful. You sure swallow less bugs, that's for sure. That's me back. It was actually a half marathon distance, so a little bit further than planned, but really pleased with keeping the intensity levels down. So average heart rate was 124, 98% in zone 2, 2% in zone 1, so probably the best I've ever been able to keep my intensity where I intended. So that's a real positive move. Oh, but it's getting warm now. Have a good weekend.